Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday morning and I am starting off another work week in my life vlog. Super excited. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a couple of weeks. I don't think it's actually been that long. It just feels that way. So as you guys saw, I got up this morning and made coffee, did a little bit of work in the kitchen area, and now have migrated to my room. I have a couple of calls this afternoon, so it's just easier to work in here. I'm about to make another coffee for the morning, but wanted to start off the vlog, show you guys my outfit. I ordered this new like hoodie jogger sweatsuit from Aerie probably like a month ago, and it's just now coming in. So this is the top. I'm hoping that the jogger pants come in soon, but I am obsessed with this. It's not necessarily a flattering color, but I love it. It's like the perfect oversized hoodie. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it. So I'll leave a link to this down below. They have it in a bunch of other colors as well. And then, like I said, I ordered the matching joggers, but they also have shorts, which I really want to get. And then for now, I'm just wearing my white Amazon leggings. You guys have heard me talk about these a ton, so I won't bore you too much, but they are fantastic. And honestly, I don't think this is a bad combo. It's not like super flattering, but it's comfortable and work from home. So yeah. But like I was saying, I'm going to make another coffee. I have a call at 11 that I need to take, and then I'll probably check in with you guys when I make lunch. I last checked in with you guys, I made lunch as you guys saw and have just been knocking out some projects for work. I have a couple meetings this afternoon, so I'm debating if I want to go get like contactless takeaway coffee somewhere. A lot of places in DC have ordering online, and then you literally just pick it up from a table out front. You don't even like see the workers or anything like that. So I'm debating if I want to go do that, but it's raining, so it's kind of dumb too, but I also want to get out of the apartment. So that is the current debate that we're having. But I wanted to quickly give you guys an update on my room decor because I feel like I haven't done that in a while, and I'm getting so close to being done with my room so I can film an apartment tour and all of that good stuff, but wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek, if you will. So basically the main thing that I did is put up this little like gallery mood board wall. Also ignore all of these packages over here. Those are all for work, but are just kind of staying at my apartment for now. But like I was saying, I finished putting up this little mood inspo board, if you will. I've had these pictures printed out for so long, but just never took the time to put them up. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I feel like the coloring of everything is super satisfying. It's just a combination of quotes and inspo pictures, targets for me to reach. I wrote like my financial goals under that little quote and stuff like that. So I think it looks really good. And then over here on this wall, I ordered a frame to go right there. So I'm hoping that'll be here in the next like week or so. And then I think the only other thing I'm gonna do in my room is just update some of the pillows on my bed behind me, just because I don't love the ones that I have now. I want a little bit more cozy of pillows, if that makes sense. I was originally gonna try to put some prints on the wall back here, but honestly, I just don't think it's worth it, and I don't like a ton of stuff on the walls. So I feel like between the little gallery wall thing over there and then the print there, that'll be enough for me, especially because I'm not going to be in this apartment for too much longer. So that's kind of like where my headspace is at. But I think everything so far looks pretty good, so I'm really happy about that. I really do love how the mood board turned out. I think it's a really easy project to do right now if you're stuck at home and need a little boost of motivation or inspiration when you wake up. I also think you can make it as like surface level or as deep as you want it to be. Like a lot of my pictures, I think, are more strategic than the eye would meet. Like could really easily just look at the wall and be like, oh, you posted a selfie of yourself, which I personally think would be kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't necessarily do that, but like the clothes that I'm wearing in the selfie are partnerships that I'd love to have in 2020 or 2021, you know, things like that, where it might seem like a surface level photo, or even just like a plain, or, you know, like a generic photo with a friend, like could symbolize other things if you wanted it to. So I think it's a really fun activity, again, if you're bored and just want to do something creative. So really would recommend. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work, maybe take a coffee run, maybe not. I will probably check in with you guys after work. Literally rather. No, they are not. They taste like dirt. It is like 5 o'clock right now, a couple minutes before. I just finished up my work calls for my 9 to 5, but I have a call with a brand at 5. So my personal laptop is starting up. Gonna go ahead and log on to that. And then I have a couple other things I want to get done today for my 9 to 5. And I feel like I got a somewhat later start today by a couple minutes. So I wanna work on that for probably another like hour and a half. Then I'll make dinner, check in with you guys then, and go from there. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You might not be able to tell it's a new day because I'm wearing basically the same thing as yesterday, just with running shorts instead of the white leggings, but it is Wednesday morning. I totally meant to vlog more last night and it just didn't happen. I finished up work, FaceTimed my friend for a little bit, and then ended up just like working on some other projects until I fell asleep. And then this morning I had a call at 8:30, which ran a lot later than I was expecting it to. And then I went on a quick run, as you guys saw, which is super off brand for me, but like, what else are we gonna do in this quarantine? But it's around noon right now. I'm about to make a quick lunch. I have a couple of calls this afternoon, so I wanna make sure I'm like fed and ready before then. I got the new Revlon airbrush, if you guys know what I'm talking about, and have been trying to test that out. So I'm gonna let my hair dry like 95% of the way, and then I'll use that to dry it before my calls. And then after that, I'll sit down and chat with you guys later. I have had some exciting projects wrap up and some exciting things in the works, so we can like sit down and have a quick little chit chat sesh. But for now, lunch and some other meetings. It's been a couple hours since I last checked in with you guys, and I don't think I've sat down and like formally talked to you guys at all this video, so this is definitely overdue. I feel like it's been a really busy day, but I can't necessarily tell you what I've done, if that makes sense. I don't know, I feel like I go through these waves of like 72 hours of being super productive and then 72 hours of absolutely nothing, and I'm in this weird limbo right now where I'm not being as productive as I want, but I'm still getting things done. There's so many things that I want to get done at my 9 to 5, but I feel like I just keep adding things onto my plate, so I need to take maybe just even this weekend and like take time to knock everything out and like get all the small things off of my plate so I can focus on my bigger initiatives. I don't know, I feel like I say that every weekend and then I don't actually do it. So maybe this weekend I'll try to actually hold myself accountable and do that. And then for YouTube, I've just had a lot of random things in the works, I guess, like partnership calls, and I did 2 podcasts, which was really fun. I'll leave them both linked down below. The first podcast I recorded a couple of weeks ago. I think I actually vlogged that week, and it's called The Creative Waffle. Again, I'll have it linked down below, and we really talked about graphic design and building your portfolio, applying for jobs right now, and I think it turned out pretty well. Hopefully it's helpful for you guys. The 2 hosts were kind of giving their insight and experience as well, so it wasn't just me talking, which is nice. And then I did another podcast with 2 girls who are actually in the DC area, which was really cool. Their podcast is called Thoughts Regarding. Again, I'll have it linked down below. And that was a little bit more conversational about like YouTube and life in DC and coffee in DC. It was really fun though, and I'm glad that I got the experience to be on their shows and kind of test out the waters with podcasts. It's something that I'm very loosely considering. I talked about this on my Instagram stories the other day. I've gotten a lot of DMs, shockingly, asking if I'm gonna make a podcast, and I've always said no because I feel like I'm at capacity and I don't really know what I'd be bringing to the space. But after doing these 2 shows and talking to some of my other friends that have podcasts and, you know, everything in that realm, it's something that I'm kind of considering now. I definitely wouldn't want the podcast to be about me per se, but more so like the 9-to-5 work experience, just because I feel like there's already such a saturated market for YouTuber podcasts, and I wouldn't necessarily want it to be attached too heavily to my channel. I think that's something I'm going to talk about more in an upcoming video, just to kind of gauge interest, see if you guys would care at all. You know, I don't know, there's a lot that I need to figure out, but it's just been like floating around back there in my mind. And then I actually had a call with a management company this afternoon, which I'm pretty against management as a whole, just because I haven't had good experiences. But honestly, the call went really well. They were super honest with me, which I really like and respect. And I would want to work with someone who's not going to sugarcoat things or not going to make false promises. So I felt pretty good about that. I think we both agreed that this wasn't necessarily the right timing, but maybe it's something that we'll evaluate in 3 months or 6 months. And I think that's something that I'm definitely open to, especially as my channel grows and more opportunities come. If I want to involve a podcast, I just like eventually I'm going to be at capacity, and I think I'm close to that. So it might be nice to have some other team members just kind of helping me out and being there for support. So that actually went a lot better than I expected. And even if nothing comes from it, it was still really interesting to talk to someone kind of unbiased in the industry about my channel and my rates and how I pitch myself and just like everything kind of nitty-gritty business-wise, which I love talking about. So that was really good. But it's like 4 o'clock right now. I still have a decent amount that I want to get done tonight for my 9-to-5, like I was saying. I'm not 100% sure when I want to do that, if I want to like take a little bit of a break right now and then do it tonight, or knock out a couple more hours of work and then just be done for the night. I need to like sit down with myself and figure that out. But as far as the rest of the night, I need to make dinner. It's pretty early for dinner. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock, but I only had that salad earlier, and since I ran, I am pretty hungry. So I think I'm gonna make an earlier dinner and then FaceTime one of my friends, get some more work done, maybe start editing this video, go from there. So I'll probably check in with you guys when something more exciting is happening, but just wanted to sit down and catch up because I feel like it's been a couple days. Thursday. It is a super rainy, gloomy day here in DC. I just woke up. I have a couple of phone calls in like an hour or so, so I'm gonna take the morning to, you know, make breakfast, make coffee, do all of that good stuff. I feel super groggy and out of it today, so I'm hoping today will be productive, but just wanted to start off the vlog. It's about noon now. I just ran downstairs and grabbed some packages, so I figured I'd do a quick unboxing. I touched on this a couple of videos ago. I've been really trying to limit my online shopping just because, I don't know, I feel bad about putting unnecessary packages through the system when people are ordering essential items, but it's also important to support the economy. It's just like, it's a really hard balance, and I don't know what's right as I have no knowledge or experience with this. But I ordered this sweatsuit from Aerie over a month ago now, and it finally came in. I had the sweatshirt on earlier in this video, as you guys saw, and then both of the joggers came in this morning, so I'm really excited to have the full set here. They just matched the sweatshirt that I had on yesterday and the day before. They're this light colored sand jogger. I'll have them linked down below. I ordered them in the small and the medium just to see which one fits better. I really like the trend of two-piece sweatsuits right now, or workout wear, whatever that is, just because it feels a little bit more put together than it is. The set also comes in a couple other colors. I know this isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's definitely not the most flattering color on me, but I really liked it, and I'm pretty much only going to be wearing this at home, so it doesn't really matter how I look in it. And then the second thing I ordered, I think I also talked about this earlier. All of the days are blending together. I truly can't remember anything. It's really hard for me to remember what I've already talked about in vlogs versus what I've said on FaceTime with friends or like in text messages. I feel like everything is blurring together more so than usual, but I basically ripped off an Urban Outfitters print. I'll show you guys it when it's all assembled and put together, but I basically just recreated a print that I saw on Urban because it was so expensive, and had that printed and then ordered a similar frame. So I think the frame will get here tomorrow, which is exciting. Moment of truth. Okay, I feel like this is fine. It's really basic. It just says good things are coming. I literally used the generic font that opens with InDesign. So easy to make, which is why I couldn't justify spending $130 on the Urban Outfitters one. This ended up being, I think, $8 to print the poster, and then I got the frame for $30, so that just made a lot more sense in my mind. I know it's kind of ripping off the artist, but honestly, I wouldn't really consider this art. Like, I don't think you can really trademark it this as like hard work. Like, yes, the concept, and that is worth something, but I don't know. I'm not even gonna justify that right now, but I'm really excited to get some more stuff up on the walls and finish up my bedroom so that the apartment feels a little bit more cohesive. You guys know I've lived here for so long. I don't know why I'm just now doing all of this, but it's a good quarantine activity. As far as the rest of the afternoon, I don't really have anything too exciting, which I feel like is very typical in this vlog, and I'm sure a lot of you working from home are having weeks that are super busy and weeks that are super dull and weeks that you have great motivation and no motivation the next. I have a lot due tomorrow, COB, that I know it'll get done is the thing, so that's why I'm able to kind of push it off, is because I know myself and I've never missed a deadline. So I don't know, I need to really focus on that in the next couple of hours and at least get started. Once I get started, I know that it'll just kind of fly by and I'll be able to decipher what needs to be done, what else I still need from other people on my team. So that is the game plan for right now. So I will check in with you guys when something a little bit more exciting happens. Something more exciting is happening, not by a lot, so lower whatever your expectations are by like 15. Basically, I've had so many light bulbs go out in the last couple of weeks, and normally you're just supposed to submit a maintenance request and they'll just come and fix it, which is really nice because that's obviously something very easy to handle on your own. But we haven't wanted to submit a request just because of everything going on. But so many of our light bulbs have gone out that we like truly had no more lights left in the kitchen. Both of them are out in my bathroom. So my roommate submitted a request and they just came and left them at the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace my bathroom light bulbs. I know this is exactly the content that you guys wanted to see. One of them is super dusty and gross, and I've been scared to touch it since I moved in. So today we're conquering that. And that's our quarantine activity of the day. It's been a couple hours since I last checked in with you guys. I honestly can't remember what I vlogged today. I took a little bit of a break from my 9 to 5 work and started editing this week's vlog just because I needed to do something productive other than my work stuff, if that makes sense, to like restart my brain. And you know, I'm editing the video this week and I think I'm giving off like about to have a mental breakdown vibe throughout the entire video. So hopefully you guys think that's entertaining and not frightening. I'm like laughing while editing it, so I think it's fine. But that's kind of what I've been up to. And then I went through the airy sweatsuit that I talked about earlier and decided that I'm going to keep the small. So I'll try this on for you guys really quick so you can see it together. I was going to show you a comparison of both of them, but honestly, they look the exact same on. It's just the way that they feel. So I will go ahead and try these on really quick. This is the full set on. As you guys can see, it's definitely an oversized, comfy fit. So this is the small and the hoodie. I was going back and forth on whether I wanted the small or the medium hoodie because they felt very similar, but I was worried that it would shrink, but there was a small hole in the medium, so that one just kind of made the decision for me. And then as far as the joggers, let me like pull this up so you guys can actually see. They're definitely not the most flattering that I've worn, but I really like the pocket here. And then I think this stripe really helps keep it from being absolutely unflattering. And I find that most airy pants kind of stretch as you wear them. So that's why I decided to end up keeping the small, because the medium, I could feel the elastic kind of already slipping down my hips when I was wearing them. So if you're around my size and you guys are also interested in this, I know I said it comes in a bunch of other colors, I would recommend a small, go from there. But yeah, but overall I am obsessed with this. I think it's something that I'm actually gonna wear too. Like, I don't think it's too trendy. Like a lot of the tie-dye stuff, I just know I'd get sick of that, where this is not like a classic look, but it's a little bit more neutral, I guess. So I'm feeling good about this purchase. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to editing for a little bit. I think I'm gonna make a quick little snack. I have some dried mango, maybe I'll eat that, and then I'll check in with you guys tonight. It is much later now. It's a little bit past 11. I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was editing this week's video, and then I took a couple calls with friends just to like catch up and say hi, made dinner. I just made pasta with turkey meatballs from Trader Joe's. I hadn't tried them before and saw them when I went grocery shopping last week. My initial review is that the flavor was really good. I liked the meatballs, but I don't know, they just didn't sit right with my stomach. They were pre-cooked, so I know that I didn't accidentally poison myself or anything like that. So I think next time I'll definitely make them on the stovetop instead of just throwing them in the microwave. And then I just did work for a couple hours. I wasn't as productive as I'd like to be, so I think I'm gonna set my alarm for pretty early tomorrow just so that I can get up and get things done before people wake up and log on to work. But like I said, it's a little bit past 11. I just made a quick little snack back there because I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna eat that, get ready for bed, and then I'll check in with you guys in the morning. Hello friends, happy Friday. I have had a super productive morning, which feels really good. I woke up pretty early this morning. I set my alarm for 5, but I didn't end up like actually getting up until around 5:45, and then I just worked until a couple minutes ago. It's like 12:30 right now. I was able to knock out one of the big projects that I need to do today, so I have one more and then a couple little small things I'd like to get done today. In the meantime, I'm about to make lunch. I think I'm just gonna make the same salad that I've made a couple times in this vlog now because the ingredients are gonna go bad if I don't use them up, and it's quick, it's easy, it tastes good, so I'm gonna do that. I just saw that my packages were delivered from UPS, so I'm hoping my building will process those in the next, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so I can go and get them. The frame delivered, so I'm really excited to put that up later on today. And yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Today has absolutely flown by. It is already after 5 p.m. I just finished submitting the last draft of the second project that I was talking about, so that feels good. There might be a couple like super small edits left, but all of the heavy lifting and bulky work is done, which feels good. I just ran downstairs and grabbed the packages that I mentioned earlier, so the frame is here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and set up the camera and try to put it up on the wall. I thought I had an extra command strip, but I don't, so I think I'm just gonna nail it into the wall. That's probably more secure in the long run anyway, so stay tuned, fingers crossed it works, and yeah. This is the final result. Right after I finished drilling that hole in the top there, I realized that I am a fucking idiot and that the two hooks on the side are very obviously meant to hang it this way. So I went ahead and fixed that off camera, but overall I think it looks really good. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but this wall's actually curved, so it's really hard to get things to sit evenly and kind of flat against the wall. So considering I took maybe 10 minutes to do this, I'm happy with it. This wood color matches the nightstand perfectly and kind of ties in some of the brown colors over here. So I think it looks really, really good, and I'm glad that I went the thrifty route and kind of made it myself instead of spending the $130 from Urban. So let me know what you guys think down below, but I'm really happy with it. Editing Amy quickly hopping on to wrap up this week's video. I didn't end up recording anything else last night just because nothing noteworthy happened. I basically just ate a bunch of random leftovers in my fridge for dinner and then just relaxed and watched TV. Pretty chill Friday night. And then this morning I've just been focusing on editing this video and kind of organizing my life, my room a little bit, but wanted to hop on and wrap up this week's vlog. Say thank you guys so much for watching and supporting as always. If you have any other video requests or anything like that, be sure to leave them down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.